Hey the guys, over here bringing you my GT6 Red Bull X Challenge back again. Today we've got the Red Bull X 2014 Junior Championship, and the last GT6 video I did got a great response. You guys seem to like it, and a few of you asked for some more GT6, so I'll definitely be doing some more Red Bull Challenge, and also after a while I will be doing a sort of kind of full review of GT6. But today we're getting back to the business of the Red Bull X Challenge. Now, today we've got the Red Bull X 2014 Junior Championship, and afterwards we should, I think this month in January, they're unlocking the rest of the championships. But today we're going to be driving with the Red Bull X 2014 Junior car, essentially the smaller kind of babysitting version of the big Red Bull X 2004 one. Basically sort of kind of teaches you how to drive formula cars, and it's got, I think, about 260 bhp, but it's very light, got a lot of downforce, so it's by no means you know, a bad racer. It's a bit down on power. You know, when you drive it you do feel it's a bit underpowered, but in the corners it really goes like anything, and it is a really solid racer, and it should be a lot of fun to race. So today we're going to bring you the championship. We're going to be bringing you a few highlights of a few of the races. So we're going to start off here at Silverstone at the start of the championship, and so we've got 12 runners in this championship, so let's see how we do on in this championship. We're going to start off here for the first race at Silverstone, as I said. So here we are. This is the short circuit, I believe, like the mini infield one, and we're off. So starting from the back always. We're going to always start from the back at these races. It's sort of the GT6 kind of way. In anything in career, you start at the back. So we kind of got squeezed out by that orange car over there, and we got squeezed out by the white one as well. So we're right now last place at the moment. We're coming into Maggots, and we don't go through Beckett's. We actually turn right here and go towards Luffield. But we're going to get some good grip around this corner every single lap and really gain some time on the AI. So we overtook that orange car, who was giving us some trouble. Also, you know, the AI just seemed to, here, especially at Silverstone, very kind of, I don't know, stupid in a way, that they just didn't kind of know when to leave room. And there I dived down the inside of two cars, going down the inside of another, and really just trying to make up all the places. I mean, of course, I want to try and race well with the AI, but I've got to try and get first place in most of these races to try and win the championship. But also just get as much money as I want. Really, career mode's all about trying to grind and get as much money as you want. So you know, to get first place gets you quite a lot of money, so I wanted to try and get first every time. Wasn't too bothered about the championship, just more about the money, so we want to try and get first place every time. So right now we're in 6th place, so halfway up the grid now. We've got a few more cars to go through, going through Maggots now, catching up on this another white car. I'm going to get some good grip off the next corner. We're going to go down the inside, going side by side with this guy. Not nearly, he squeezes us, and now we're going to stay behind him, try and get some slipstream, but it looks like he's pulling away from us a tiny bit. It looks like the AI have, I don't know, it just seemed like the AI were able to kind of get away from me on the straight. Well, I go round the outside of him and the yellow car, both into the entry to Luffield, and then at Luffield corner down the inside of the red car. And so now we're into 3rd place, and now we've got to chase after the orange guy, and I think that's a red maroon car in 1st place. So we're in the kind of traditional Red Bull coloured car, the blue, yellow and red kind of signature Red Bull kind of logo critique. But obviously when you eventually win this car at the end of this event, you can pick whatever colour you want. So if you don't want to particularly like Red Bull as a kind of a sponsorship or whatnot, you can choose a different car. So as I'm talking, gone down the inside of 2nd place there. Now we've got some brilliant grip there. We're going to go right round down the inside of the maroon car, who was 1st place. Now we are into 1st place, and from here it's just smooth sailing really to the finish. This is the last lap of the race, I believe. I think it was only 3 laps here at the Silverstone smaller circuit, and going through Luffield now, and pretty okay race. Had some fun battles. I was getting some good grip out that corner towards you know, into Luffield. So we're going to come through for 1st place here in this first race of the championship. So now we're going to move it on to the 2nd race of the championship here. Cannot remember for the life of me what track this is. I think it'll pop up later on. Here we go. It's Matiga. I can't even read that properly on my tiny monitor that I'm looking at right now. But now we're going to go around the inside of all 12 of these cars. You're going to see here, I'm going to duck to the inside and actually brake as late as I dare. Going to use number 1 car to push me back on track, and I've already got 1st place. So pretty much plain sailing from here. I mean, yeah, of course, a bit of a dirty move to kind of use 1st place to stay on the track, but there you go. I mean, it's not really it's just a game. I mean, they call it a simulation, but I've talked to a few people who've raced simulations and stuff like that, and you know, it's not really too realistic. It's a game at the end of the day, and they've released it on console. It's a game, so we'll kind of forgive ourselves for that. But yeah, this track, going back to this track is really nice to drive, especially on these X Junior cars. And I really want to try and find out what the name of the track is. If you know what track name it is, comment that below, because I cannot remember for the life of me, and I didn't read that properly on the screen. If you didn't know, I use Sony Vegas to edit, and obviously the screen that you watch the commentate on is pretty tiny. So, but yeah, it's a pretty fun track, and you'll see most of the kind of braking points that they give you on the game, and you know, you can pretty much kind of ignore all of that and kind of go later and faster into these corners due to the amount of downforce this car has, and you can really chuck it around some of these corners. And you'll see coming on to this second lap, I'm not going to show you the whole race of this one because I pretty much just went to the finish in first place. But as you can see, coming to the second lap, I'm going to just, you know, show you the highlights of the second lap. Kind of just chucking the car around some of the corners. You can really get some nice speed through that first corner. You can pretty much just lift for a second and then just push it in there. And going through the left-hander here, you can go completely full throttle, taking a bit of the curb and the grass there. But yes, you can go full throttle through these ones as well, the small little high-speed chicane there. And it's a really fun little track, so I needed to try and find out what track name it is. It's a lot of fun. Definitely want to try and do it again with X Juniors. And if you didn't know, guys, I'm gonna try and maybe start a GT6 league. It's a bit in the future to kind of start it, but I might start it in a few months. We'll have to see, and it will probably be with this car. So now we're going on to the third race. We're here at I believe Barcelona at Spain. And it's a bit of a nice city track. It's sort of like Monaco, except in Spain, and the kind of track's not as narrow as Barcelona there. But you can see we got squeezed out by one of the cars there. We're going down the inside of two other cars, and we've taken 4 places already. Going down the inside of another car. Beautiful move there, down the inside of that car. And now I believe we're up to about, this must be about, I think 8th place. And I'm going to go down the inside of, I think, 2 of them. Yeah, going 3 wide there at one point. Going down the inside of both of them, the white and the black car. And now we're going to chase after the orange one. And, excuse me, I'm using the colours for the cars because I literally cannot read the drivers' names on this monitor. And even if I could, I'd probably pronounce most of them quite badly wrong. So now we're going through a lovely camera angle there, going through the right-hander here. And now this is a pretty smooth track when you get it right. And it's pretty easy to get it wrong as well, as you'll probably see in the next lap or two from me. So now we're chasing off this yellow car right on his gearbox right here, trying to go around the outside. It's not going to work. He squeezes us out, but we're going to keep on going. Going to get a nice slipstream down the pit straight now. I'm going to try and make a move, maybe down the inside or the outside of the next corner. We'll have to see. The yellow car looks like he's got the speed on me, though, so he's got some good straight line speed there. And now coming through the right-hander, we're going to maybe line him up for a move down the inside. We're going to think about it, lining ourselves up in the racing line to go down the inside. And we're still very much on his rear wing with this yellow guy. We're going to try and make a move maybe down the inside of this next corner. The AI do go a bit slow into this sort of hairpin corner, and I'm able to make the move done. So now we're up into 3rd place, so onto the podium. Got 2 places left to try and overtake. We've got the maroon car and then another one up front. The first place man, I can just about see. The second man is Italian, and the first place man is from Netherlands. So now we're going to go on. We've got 4 laps here, so we're on the second lap, coming to the end of second lap. As you can see, I made a horrible mistake there, going too fast in that corner. The AI actually broke there, so I wasn't really prepared for it, as you could say. And now going through to the left-hander. Now this one's quite tricky because I tried to go near on full throttle, and as you can see there, it just didn't work. I went really wide and it just wasn't working out for me. I thought I was trying to experiment. Obviously, I've never driven any of these tracks before, so I was just trying to experiment with this car. I didn't know the limits of this car, so it's like, you know, it's fun to kind of practice around in career mode, try and push the limits of you know, doing stuff, especially in these X Juniors. They're a lot of fun. If you haven't driven them yet, I highly recommend getting yourself to International A class and driving the crap out of these cars. They're really a lot of fun, and they're basically like Formula 1 cars, but a bit less underpowered, and in some cases got more downforce than an F1 car, because obviously they're make-believe. I mean, you can put more downforce than, you know, probably physically possible. So now we're going to go down the inside of that maroon car. So now we're up into 2nd place. And we've got Orange Man from the Netherlands in first place coming up. So we're in second place. We've got this lap and then the next one to try and overtake him. So we're going to try and line up through this tricky section. Got some nice camera angles coming through this tight twisting section. Go right and then left. And now we're chasing down, gaining on him actually. Gaining quite a lot and going down the inside of him. Is this going to be a made move? Yes, we are. We're into first place now. So a good move there from us. I actually completely forgot about the move. So we made a really good move there for first place. But he's going to try and come back at us. But I think we might have it. So we've got one more lap to go, but I think we might have it. Yeah, looking back there quite briefly, I think we've got the gap on him, and we're going to come through to get first place. And that I can tell you that we just went through first place for that last lap, and is pretty job done. So now we're going to cut onto the final race. There are 5 races. I didn't show you the 4th one because I just dominated that one. But we're coming through to the 5th and final race. Now this one, I have to try and win to try and win the championship. The first place guy at the moment is going to win the championship if I don't try and overtake him and get first place. So we're making a move down around the outside of the first corner. Obviously we're here, you can tell we're at Brands Hatch now, and so we've gone horribly wide into the hairpin corner, overtaking a few cars but going really wide, going really too eager into that first corner. But now we're probably up to about, I think that's about 8th place here right now. So now we're going right behind the gearbox of this black car, and so now we're going to chase down, and we've got a nice long left-hander that we don't really need to brake for, kind of lift off, go into it. That black car nearly spun me out, going down the inside of the maroon car, going around the outside of the white one. And now we're going, maybe trying to make a move down the inside of the yellow car. It's going to be close side by side, but no, he gets on the grass. He gets on the grass, so bad for him. And I've got the right-hander that we can almost take flat. You have to just lift a tiny bit and then take it full flat on right-hander. And then we got another sharp right-hander. Here you probably have to lift quite a lot and then turn it in. And then we're coming through now. So we're in 4th place at the moment. So we've got 3 places to go to try and get that first place, to try and win the championship. Well, obviously, I'm just going for race wins, really. I don't really care too much about the championship. Just going for the race win, because the race win does give you a lot of money. I believe it's about, I think, like 60,000, but with a sign-in bonus, you can get about maybe 100,000. So, pretty good thing to keep on doing this challenge, guys, if you're looking to make a bit of money. Also, seasonal events help as well. So, now we're coming through. We overtaken that maroon car. Actually, stopped commentating that. So, we overtaken him before even the final corner of the lap. And so, now we're on to the 2nd lap. We're in 3rd place currently. We're chasing down this orange guy in 2nd place now. Going through the first corner now. Some sweet camera angles. I keep on saying that. Got some good replay systems. It's just probably, I need to stop trying to review this game because I will be making a review video eventually. But it is a very good point of GT6. Probably one of the main points of the game. And so we've gone down the inside of the orange car for 2nd place now. So we're going to chase after first place man, who is our basically rival in this championship. We've got to try and overtake him and stay in first place. And as you can see, we're right on the back of him, right on his rear wing, and we're going left and right, trying to overtake him. The maroon car, the Italian, and so we're going to try and overtake him for first place. And actually, sorry, he's the Italian, so actually we've already overtaken the Netherlands man, but we do need to win to get enough points for the championship to win it. So we'll have to see, but obviously I'm just going for that win anyway. Even if I didn't have to overtake him, I would still be going for the win to try and get that extra money. So now we're chasing after him, and we've got 3 laps here at Brands Hatch because it's quite a long lap. 1 minute, 1 minute. I don't know what it is. 1 minute 35. Yeah, on there you can see on the right. So it's a pretty long lap for a GT6 race. I mean, most of the races are quite short. I mean, they're only lasting about 3-4 laps really. So we're chasing after him right on the rear wing of this guy. And we're slipstreaming him a tiny bit. We're going to see if we can maybe make a move. We're right on the pit straight now. So if I'm going to make a move, it's going to have to be a brave one down the inside of the first corner. And we make the move done. Down the inside of the maroon ground. Fantastic racing there from me and the AI, if I do say so myself, to get a first place there. And right now we are in prime position to get a good race win and get a load of money and maybe even win the championship. So coming through for the last lap really. And gone wide there as well though, so I've slowed down. So really feeling the pressure a tiny bit here. So the only one who can muck this up is really just about me. So let's see what happens. Going through the left hand now, nice sweeping corner. As I said before, you can just lift off a tiny bit and then kind of coast through. And now this long straight before the pretty much flat right-hander. And the red car's really getting away from me now. So it's really just up to me for not mucking up. But no! Oh, we touched the barrier there. Gone across the gravel. We'll come back on track though. We're still in first place. We're still in first place. We're going to block off the red guy. We're still in first place though. So after that excursion, we are still in first place though. But it's very close indeed. Going through the next right-hander. We've gone wide here as well. This disaster gone through the gravel and we've lost first place. Might even lose second place. No, we're going to defend for second place, but we lost first place indefinitely. And it looks like it's a terrible stuff, completely mucked up at the end. And we're only going to get second place in this Brands Hatch race, which means we'll probably only get second place in the championship. And so we're coming through, yep, and it looks like we're gonna have to settle for second place here at this race at Brands Hatch, and we've only come second place in the championship. Oh well, really, you know, we had a good fight and some enjoyable races. So yeah, I mean, okay stuff. I got some good money, and I might even do the races again later on by myself and get some more money. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of GT6. And hopefully by the next time I play GT6 and go to record, the next few challenges for the Red Bull X Challenge will be unlocked. And at some point I will be doing a full review of the game. Well, not a full review, just my kind of opinions and little mini review of the game. But if you guys enjoyed it, give it a like. If you did, comment below on what you thought of the video, how I can improve and stuff like that. Because obviously I don't usually do GT6 content. So if you know a way I can improve it, tell me below. And also tell me if you want more GT6. And subscribe if you're new for some more GT6 action and other motorsport content. I've been Arava, hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time.